Hello and welcome to what I am going to be starting a weekly cryptocurrency recap and news kind of thing. So what I plan on doing with this is talking about some altcoins, just coins in general that I have found to be doing some stuff over the past week, as well as any news concerning what is happening in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency space. So without further ado, let's get into the weekly crypto lust for the December 6th, 2017. So I'll start out with Bitcoin Cash. This has been talked about for a while. It's been out for a while, but I wanted to, just reiterate it, kind of get it out there to make sure that I understand what was going on. Because, as I said before, I believe I've said it before, I have been in cryptocurrency since 2015, but I wasn't following any news until last month. So as soon as I started following the news and stuff and started following altcoins and things like that, I was very much a Bitcoin maximalist for a very long time. So I didn't really care what it did. I just buy Bitcoins and just leave it there. And it's been great. But I started getting into the altcoin world and looking into Ethereum and all that stuff. And so I'm catching up basically. So here's what I got out of Bitcoin Cash: is that it's a hard fork of the Bitcoin project. And I'm going to explain what a hard fork is, if anyone watching this doesn't know what a hard fork is. As it relates to the blockchain technology, a hard fork is when a change is made to the protocol that makes the previous blocks and transaction invalid, or vice versa. So this requires all the nodes to either upgrade or change their software in order to run that fork. So Bitcoin Cash forked off of Bitcoin because they didn't agree with the user-activated soft fork, which didn't require nodes to upgrade, which is known as Segwit or segregated witness. And so this caused a few people because they didn't like what Segwit was doing, they decided to do a hard fork and start a new chain off of the Bitcoin chain, which became known as Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash was people that are proponents, people that are in favor of the Bitcoin Cash say that they are for it because it's closer to the original white paper. I've not read the white paper since 2015, so I should probably read it again to see if their statements are true. However, I do have some information here that I did kind of pull up. So let's go over this. Segwit moved the signatures to make room for more transactions within each block, keeping the size of 1 megabyte. People that supported Bitcoin Cash felt that this was a direct attack on the core pillar of Bitcoin, or a core pillar, because there's probably more than one. What they did was increase the size of each block to allow in more transactions and lower the fees needed to get each transaction into the block. This was on-chain scaling, whereas I believe what they're saying is that the Segwit was not considered on-chain scaling because they moved things around. I'm not entirely clear on that. Please let me know in the comments if you have any additional information, or if I just missed something. So Satoshi Nakamoto is often quoted by Bitcoin Cash advocates as his quote saying, "The nature of Bitcoin is such that once version 0.1 was released, the core design was set in stone for the rest of lifetime." So that kind of makes me think though, does increasing the block size change it from 0.1, like the original version? So I don't know if that's really a good argument, but that's what I keep hearing. I also hear that in some emails, Satoshi Nakamoto is in favor of on-chain scaling, which is apparently what the Bitcoin Cash folks say they're doing. That being said, Segwit does fix some issues that still may arise with Bitcoin Cash. I'm not going to get into that here, but you can find that elsewhere. Do some research. Some argue that moving the signatures from the transaction within each block to another location is changing the core design of Bitcoin and should no longer be called Bitcoin. I can see where they're coming with this. I can see where they're going with this. And there's a chart that showed the signatures and they're inside the blocks and being verified and stuff like that. So yeah, I understand what they're saying. I get why they're more in favor of Bitcoin Cash than Bitcoin. So what's that to support? I currently don't have any Bitcoin Cash. I moved it as soon as I learned about it into Bitcoin. That was around $400. So, better move to the end than move it now. However, the more I hear about this fork and the more I learn about it, I kind of want to get back in, but I'm really waiting for a good time to do so. I don't have Bitcoin Cash put up here. We could do that and show you coin market cap here. So Bitcoin Cash is number 4 on the list, 355. It's actually it's holding. Well, that's interesting. So let's go over the last 7 days. You can see it's been a downward trend, and now it's starting to level off. So this might be a good time for me to get in. I don't know. I want to look into it and see where I get. So as I said, I've been into cryptocurrency since 2015, but not followed the news at all over the years. And I simply spent 3 to 6 months learning about and understanding Bitcoin way back then in 2015. I studied the white paper. I made sure I understood all of it and had a good grasp on what Bitcoin was. And then once I fully understood it, that's when I started to invest. And then I bought some and I let it ride. And that's why I really wasn't following anything, because I really didn't care what the news was. It's just like, I'm just going to have Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin Cash happened. So now I had other Bitcoins. I had to figure that out. So let's get into the core versus 2x debate. This is a little convoluted, and I'm going to try to do my best to let you guys know how I see it and what I think is being said. So Segwit, which was what Bitcoin Cash forked from, they didn't want Segwit, is not considered core in most people's eyes, and I will do the same in this video. I will call it core because saying Segwit versus Segwit 2x is just potentially confusing, and I'm not trying to be confused. So we know Core has moved the signatures within each block to make room for the transactions and seem to have solved the issue that they were facing with blocks getting full. So what the heck is the 2x? It's a proposal for making the block size 2 megabytes instead of 1 megabyte. Making the block size 2 megabytes will help lower the fees needed to get the transactions into the next block. Making the block size 2 megabytes will help lower the fees needed to get your transaction to the next block, and that is the only reason I see within the Segwit 2x proposal in the upcoming hard fork. This seems quite odd if you ask me. Well, why not just use Bitcoin Cash if you want bigger blocks? I don't see what the purpose of having Segwit and a bigger block is if Bitcoin Cash already made bigger blocks without the need for Segwit. Just, what? I don't get that. Seems fishy to me. Many of the biggest names in cryptocurrency are very much opposed to this 2x hard fork. People such as Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, Ton Vase, a crypto trader and consultant, Mad Bitcoins at madbitcoins.com, and someone known as @MirBTC on Twitter. That's @MIR_BTC. She is the co-founder of ScamCoinBot. So those are the biggest people I could find that were very much open and really gunning on the no 2x thing. With so many people rejecting the 2x hard fork, I'm excited to see what chain gets the name Bitcoin, and kind of terrified. If it's not the current chain, then what will it be called? I worry that instead of the longest chain being the official Bitcoin, as Satoshi Nakamoto has said, would be the way to determine what chain is Bitcoin, I'm worried that we'll end up calling whatever chain the exchanges and companies decide to use with more user interaction, and that gets kind of confusing. And that scares me a bit. There needs to be a consensus of a majority of miners and nodes. Whatever happens is going to show us how resilient the cryptocurrency space truly is. And if we give the Bitcoin name to the longest chain, then Bitcoin Cash would be the one currently to hold the name Bitcoin. Even if the 2x fork gets the official name and we end up with something like Bitcoin Core for the non-2x version, many people will stay on Core and not move to 2x. This could cause Bitcoin, in quotations, to die. Not the technology or the other forks, but the chain that holds the name. Then we get to hear news about the death of Bitcoin, when in reality it's still alive and well, because it was really on the Bitcoin Core. And that could really confuse people that aren't very much into the space and following all the news. If something like that does happen because no one moves to the 2x fork, But I would assume the name Bitcoin would just be assigned to whatever has the longest chain, or at least that's what I would like to happen, and I would hope to happen. Whether it's Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin Core, if that's what it has to be called, we'll name it that for the purposes of this conversation. Just to stay in line with Satoshi's original vision of the project. That's what I understand he said. If I'm misquoting, please let me know. So let's get into some altcoins and tokens for the week. Ripple. Let's go over here to Ripple. Ripple, right there. Look at that. Ripple. I don't like Ripple. I just don't. It's dirty. It's dirty. But hey, it makes money on it. It blew up. Now it's not blown up anymore. But anyway, Ripple is making gains over the last week, as you can see. Well, this is it all year. Here's the last week. It's making some gains. Look at that. It's just up. Just up. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm not a big fan of Ripple, as I said, but many people are. I tend to buy altcoins and tokens that have some new tech that are adding or at very least innovating on current paradigm, and I guess you could say Ripple's innovating, but I'm just weary. I don't trust banks. They're scammy. Ethereum's EWA has been holding pretty steady at about 290 to 300. Very much uneventful on Ethereum. Litecoin, though, check out the last weekend of Litecoin. If it loads, it is just down. Just down, down, down. If you like Litecoin, if you like what it does, then you should be buying it up for sure. I had Litecoin back when it was like $1 and I sold it. What a shame. Buy on the dips, buy more. I've actually made some successful trades on this yesterday or 2 days ago, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching this the day it came out, it'll be 2 days ago. And now I am continuing to buy on the dip as it continues the dip, hoping to get something out of it. We'll see if it gets there. Not too worried about it. I like Bitcoin. I like Litecoin. It's been around for a long time. It has a really solid base, and Charlie Lee is very much active in the community, so I don't worry about holding the bags on Litecoin if I have to. We also have Misa Go. It's been losing some steam. Move to the 7-day chart here, as it shows on CoinMarketCap, because everyone uses CoinMarketCap, right? That's the thing you use. Misa Go, it's been losing some steam over the last week, as you can see here. It is been tumbling down a little bit. I bought some before it did this. But I like Misa Go. I like what it's doing. I like how it's really pulling along. As you can see, it's sitting somewhere between $8.40 and $9 at the time. This is one of those tokens I'm really much in favor of. They have a lot of great potential with good advisors, and it's backed by a Mise, which is just been around for several years already. It's actually an established company. So I'm not afraid of this at all. I think it's going to go right back up and probably go higher once it's done doing its retracement. Is that what you call it? Retracement? It's pullback. There's the word. Pullback. This has been getting a lot of press this week. ChainLink, last 7 days, it's been up. It's been up really, really well. If you bought this in the ICO, you're probably doing well. I don't know what the ICO was. I don't buy in ICOs. Don't worry about it. But yeah, 7 days been doing well. It's having a great week. Sitting around 40 cents as of this video. You can see it's like 48 cents. Where is it? No, 40 cents. Where is this? I can't find it. Yeah, around 40 cents. Doing pretty well for a brand new token. So ChainLink aims to provide a platform to integrate other non-blockchain services into Ethereum blockchain using token. I don't know why I have written into Ethereum blockchain, but that's because it's based on the ER20 token. The goal is to get companies like Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal to join up, along with many other companies that would end up saving money using blockchain technology. It's a lofty goal, but with a price this low, adding some skin in the game could have good rewards. Make sure to do your own research, though. Don't take my word for it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a nerd. So, don't blame me. Here we have Civic. It's another token that has been taking quite the whipping this week. I feel bad for anyone who bought at 42 cents. That sounds terrible. But even though it's sitting around about 36 cents right now, a little bit less than that, I'm still very bullish on Civic. I plan on buying more if it stays this way. I'm going to, again, watch the charts, see if I want to get in based on, things I've learned over the past however long I've been, in and out of this whole crypto space. I think it has a great app. The app already works well. You can log into sites with it. As they get companies on board, I think it's going to really take off. So pay attention to Civic. I definitely say pay attention to Civic. They're doing something that is being done. Other blockchains are doing this. Other tokens and companies are trying to do this well. I think Civic has the best chance. They say get the app, try it out, see what it's doing. It's very, very well made. I think once they just need one big company on board, and it's going to skyrocket. But that's speculation. So what else is new? Finally, Walton. It's been quite the buzz this week. It went up, came back down a little bit. As you can see here in the chart, it goes up, it comes down, but it's still in $7, which is pretty nice. Look at the all-time chart. You could buy back your $1. So this was a pretty good run up over like a couple weeks. Not too bad. I think this is probably one of the craziest coins right now. Of everybody that I listen to and watch and read and blah blah blah, they have talking about Walton a lot. Maybe because they bought some when it was $8. I don't know. Either way, it's looking to provide blockchain technology for RFID chips, and RFID chips are used to track tons of products and equipment in many industries. And Walton jumped from around $5 USD to about $9 at its peak, as we can see. It's like $8.72, almost $9. Close enough. It's currently sitting around $7, right around here, and we'll see where it goes. It's got kind of steady. It's jumpy, but steady jumpy. If that makes any sense. I don't even know. I'm not invested in Walton, and I'm not sure if I will get in on this one. But please let me know what you guys think of using blockchain technology for RFID technology. Let me know what you guys think about that one. And of course, as always, the obligatory support section of the video. Check out the Patreon page at patreon.com/JRSwab. If you're into crypto, let me know what you want to send, and I will give you the address for it. Check out MinerGate. I'll have a link below. I downloaded their graphical user interface, and it's really simple. You just click it, and you start mining. I'm pretty sure it's only CPU mining right now, but if you can find some coin that would be profitable on, it might be good for you. They are working on getting GPU mining into the program. Just literally click a button and it just starts doing it. Super easy to mine. Right now it mines Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some others, but I don't remember what they are, but I know Bitcoin and Ethereum for sure. And also, why pay more fees than you have to? Check out Changely. The link will be in the description below. Or you can use go.jrswab.com/Changely. That's CHANGELLY. And you can exchange your coins for other coins at the lowest possible exchange rates. I just found out about this, and it's really well made, and looks like it's saving people a bunch of money. So if you want to check that out, there's the link in the description. Of course, the Patreon page is my Patreon page. MinerGate and Changely are affiliate links, so if you want to support in that way, I'd be ecstatic that you did. Super ecstatic. So guys, thank you so much. Until next week, don't trust your crypto lust. Come on. Keep moving. Where was I at now? I don't remember what I was saying.